Hey guys, can you make money on Betfair in 2020? So I'm getting this question from more and more people that I know in these corona times when some people are losing their jobs and other people just in general are interested in making money from home. So I wanted to make a video for all of you guys who are interested in working on Betfair as your professional job, but you don't really know how to and you don't know if it's still possible in 2020. Now, the short answer is yes, but not so fast. Since the golden age of 2008 until 2012 on Betfair, where pretty much everyone could come into a market and make money on Betfair, things have changed a little bit and not for the better. There are way more programs taking over the markets, creating a lot of liquidity, and it's difficult to find your way through this jungle of markets and even know if it's a possibility to still make money. Since a lot of programs are taking over the markets, it's very important that you go to markets where there are a lot of interest, but there are not really anyone covering the market. So you can't really go into any of the big sports and find a really big edge within those markets anymore. Those are pretty much covered. But in this video, I'll give you 3 advice that'll hopefully guide you towards finding the right market for you. Now, before you begin, I want you to understand that working with Betfair is a tough job. It's like working and trading with the stock market. 95% of people are unsuccessful even after having tried a lot of times. So I want to discourage you if you're just looking for a quick buck or a quick way to make a lot of money. This is hard work, but the truth is that if you are willing to put in the hours, if you are willing to do the research, there are still a lot of places where Betfair can offer you not only an income, but a really good one too. So my 3 trading advice are the following. Find your niche. it's not niche. Find your niche, follow your interest, and don't give up. Now, advice number 1 links up with advice number 2, following your niche and staying within your interest. Those are 2 vital ingredients in what makes a successful trader on Betfair in 2020. You have to find your own small area of Betfair where you feel comfortable and where you think that you know a little more or you have a slight edge over other people. So that could be anything. Now, for me personally, it's been politics. I've been going into the markets, which I'll show you guys soon, of Trump becoming the president in 2016, which I successfully traded a lot. My other niche are different areas, and I just can't reveal everything, but I have a few niches that I constantly work with on Betfair as a full-time job. So it is important that you stay within your interest. Find what it is that interests you. Even if it's still football, football is one of the main thing that's really well covered on Betfair, and it's difficult to find your edge, but there are still a vast amount of markets within football where you can dive into, do research, see if you can still make a profit from it. And the third advice is to don't give up, like never give up. In trying to find your right area of Betfair, you'll fail and you won't find it at first. Most people at first who try out Betfair will become demotivated from the lack of success in the first few tries, and this is where most people fall off and only a few remain. You're gonna go through, no matter how good you are, no matter how well you do, you're gonna go through a bunch of different markets. You're gonna look into things that won't prove to give you any fruit in the beginning at least. But you can't give up. You have to hang in there. This is really the main difference I've seen sometimes between a really good trader and someone who just came very close. They just gave up. Let me just show you guys a market that I really like. For this purpose, I'll just log out of my account here so you don't have to see all my numbers on the screen. So as I did with the 2016 election, I was trading this main market of who will become the president of the United States. I was trading it a lot and finding a lot of really good movements. This is one of those markets where people are not always up to date with information that's coming out there. So if you're into the political world, this is a beautiful market where you can catch a lot of different trades. As an example, let's say that you believe that Donald Trump has a good chance of weathering the storm when it comes to the coronavirus. In that case, on Betfair, you would be buying Donald Trump to become the next president of the United States, to become re-elected, let's say for $1,000. Now later on, if he weathers the storm with the coronavirus and the coronavirus dissipates and takes off, then his odds will become lower. They'll go back to where they were right before the coronavirus, which is around 1.7. In that case, your odds would fall down to 1.7. You would take the money that you had bought him with originally. You would now make the same amount of trade as sell down here instead of a buy. That would leave you with 38% of profit on Donald Trump and zero risk on anyone else in the race. Now I know this is basic, but it's really the key function of how you have to look at Betfair. I'm really excited about doing another video where I show more in-depth trading advice and I give you guys more, but I just wanted to create this slightly superficial video of Betfair and explain that it is actually still possible, but you will have to fight for it. So just a few final words of becoming a Betfair trader. It is tough, it is difficult. It's like being a trader, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's like being a trader on the stock markets. It's tough, it's difficult, and if you lack the stamina, you'll quickly fall away from the pack. But if you break through, and you can, then there's a lot of ways on Betfair that you can still make a really good income. Alright, let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a video about beginner's advice, about intermediate advice if you need it. I would like to take any of you guys who are interested through the process of beginning the first steps on Betfair, or even if you're experienced with Betfair but you haven't yet broken through, then let me know and I'll try to help you the best that I can. Thank you guys. Have a really good day.